أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد نصركم الله في مواطن كثيرة ويوم حنين إذ أعجبتكم كثرتكم فلم تغن عنكم شيئا وضاقت عليكم الأرض بما رحبت ثم وليتم مدبرين. Yesterday we had discussed in regards to the battle of Hunain, and we had come to the point where we mentioned that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam took all the spoils of war, and the spoils of war was given to Abu Sufyan bin Harb. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him that later on we will distribute these spoils of war. It is mentioned there were various places where the kuffar had gathered, the tribes of the kuffar or the armies of the kuffar against the Muslimin. But wherever Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam went with the Sahaba, they defeated the kuffar. So the kuffar finally they ran away and they went to a fort. There was a very, very strong fort that was in Taif, and they all took refuge in this particular fort. But they were so struck with fear that nobody had the courage of coming out of the fort. From within the fort, they would shoot a couple of arrows from the fort, but nobody came out. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam laid siege to this fort in Taif for a period of 15 days. In this 15-day period, no one came out. So finally, Sahaba told Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam that, Ya Rasulullah, that make badua, curse these people that are in the fort. But Nabi alayhi salam was rahmatul lil alameen. So immediately he picked up his hand and he made dua, oh Allah, grant these people hidayah. But never did he make badua for the people that were in the fort. And thereafter they departed. When he made intention of departing, there were many people that came to just observe that what is going to happen. Spectators that had come, and just to take advantage of the situation. Very common in our country, like the looters that you get. Every opportunity, they just want to loot. If a truck has to turn over, they want to loot. So exactly similarly, these people had come to take advantage of the situation. So when Nabi alayhi salam decided to return, when they saw how victorious he was and how he defeated the enemy, all of them, they brought iman upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So thereafter they returned. They came to a place called Ji'irrana. When they came to Ji'irrana, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam told Abu Sufyan ibn Harb that now we need to distribute the spoils of war. So they sat down to now distribute the spoils of war. As they are about to start the distribution of the spoils of war, it is mentioned that 14 leaders of the kuffar from the tribe of Hawazin, from Hunain, they came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And what did they tell Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam? They said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that we have all accepted Islam. We have all now brought iman. That our families are here. That 6,000 family members have been taken. That return all our families to us. You all have taken 24,000 camels, 40,000 goats that you have taken, 6,000 uqiyah of silver you have taken. Return all this to us. We have now become Muslims. On one side, the shafqat, the compassion in the heart of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the mercy in the heart of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam. He looks at them and he says that, and he looks on one side that these people have accepted Islam. On the other side, this is the right of the soldiers now. It is no more the right of these people. So Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam now reconcile in this manner. He said that, tell me, either you want, I will return either the captives to you, or either you want, I will return the spoils of war to you. So they all agreed. They said, we want our families back. We want our captives back. Leave the spoils of war. We want the captives back. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam gathered the Sahaba, 14,000 Sahaba, less the 12 Sahaba that were made shaheed, that had passed away. Besides them, he gathered all the Sahaba. And then Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam delivered a khutbah to these Sahaba. And he told these Sahaba that were here, he said that your brothers have made tawbah and now they have come to me. That let us return the captives to them. If all of you agree, then we can return it. And if everyone doesn't agree, then those that are not in agreement with me, later on when more spoils of war will come out, I will compensate you from there. I will give you extra from there. It is mentioned all the Sahaba, they agreed. They said that we all agree that return the spoils of war. But this was hukukul ibad. This was the rights of the servants of Allah Ta'ala. It was not the rights of Allah Ta'ala, because the spoils of war belong to the mujahideen. So Nabi alayhi salam wasn't at ease. He said, in so many thousands of people of here, I don't know who has said yes and who has said no. Every group of people, every group of the army had a leader, had an amir to it. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam told every amir, I want you to find out from your group that is everyone in agreement with me, or is there anyone that disagrees with me? And then I want you to inform me. It is mentioned the amir of every group, he found out from all his soldiers that, are you in agreement? Are you prepared to hand over the captives of war? all of them agreed that we will hand over the captives of war. It is only then that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam handed over the captives of war to these people. And the spoils of war that were there, this was all then distributed. So it's a great lesson for us to take from this incident of Hunain, that never, even for a single moment, must the gaze of a person turn away from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. A person, he may be a master businessman, he's doing so well, but the moment his gaze is going to move away from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, the test will come in his business. A person is the best mechanic in the world. For one moment, his gaze moves away from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Oh, this is a small job, it's a piece of cake, I'll sort it out just now, give me 10 minutes, I'll sort it out. That's the day he'll make a mistake, and it will take him 2 days now to fix that up. Or a person can be the best computer IT in the world, and he'll say that this is nothing, I do this every day. The moment he says I can do it, and his gaze moved away from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, that's the day he will make a mistake. Here, the gaze moved away from Allah. It went to the numbers that we have 14,000 soldiers. We never had this amount before. Immediately the test came, and then finally the help of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala came later on. Inshallah, tomorrow we will translate these verses of the Quran.